Hey guys, it's Dawn here today, and I would like to talk to you about getting started with your kalimba. So let's start with how to pick one. You just pick whatever one makes you happy. The sound, the vibration, and they all have their different characteristics. The main types you might run into is a hollow kalimba, which is hollow in the center and it has these open holes. Your acrylics and your flat boards. So this is a flat board and that is a flat board over there, and these are solid wood. The solid wood ones tend to be a little bit more full of sound. I prefer the sound of the flat board. Now this is my LinkedIn K17P. It is in the B tone, so it's going to be sound a little bit different than the others just in the tone, but it has beautiful resonance. I definitely recommend this one. Absolutely love it. It is perfect. And this one has a beautiful sound, but it's not very loud. But they do provide a pickup. So the piezo element pickup is hooked up to my Nooks amp over here. Oops. So this is my Nooks mini amp, and this piezo element pickup combined with a piece of nanotape. The nanotape actually amplifies. Actually, let's talk about the nanotape since we're here. It comes in a roll like this. You can order it off of Amazon, and it is very easy to work with. You can use it to stick up things on the wall and stuff like that. I'm just going to take off a little rectangle. Just going to cut it with scissors. It doesn't leave any residue. It is crystal clear like this. Now, this right now, it is extremely sticky. It is extremely strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make it a little bit not so sticky, because then it gets a little bit hard to get it off of things later on, because it is so good at gripping onto things. It is double-sided, so I'm going to take this piece off, and it's reusable. When it's not sticky anymore, all you have to do is wash it, dry it, and then it's good. So now it's cloudy, and that makes it the perfect stickiness. And I'm just going to put it here. I want to make sure that there's no air bubbles on this side. You don't want the air bubbles. You want full contact, and that's what makes it able to amplify sound as well. You can put your piezo element anywhere. Some people like to put it on the front, some right under the tines, whatever. I actually like to put it on the back, and you can experiment with it. So I want to put mine on the back with the cable running down the bottom of it, just so that it's out of my way. And then you play. Oops, it might help if I turned it on. Well, this is what it sounds like with nothing on. This key is out of tune, and it is almost a dead tine, and that's what you want to look out for. Typically, if any tine is going to have issues, it's going to be these top four, and that's one of the things that I check out right away. Is I test. That has been dying, and now I think it's just about dead. So we're not going to play that note anymore, but here. Oops, it's a little bit too loud. Let's turn this down a little. And that is with the pickup. And with the pickup, with a piezo element, it goes by vibrations. So you're also going to hear this tapping a lot. So you have many different options. Oh, see, this is already quite stuck on here. There we go. But no damage to your wood, and no and it's totally reusable. So, and also a lavalier microphone. I have a lot. That's actually my favorite because then it doesn't pick up all the taps on the body. The lavalier microphone, I will actually stick it right around here with the microphone part pointing to the tines right there. So when you want to pick out these, this is what an acrylic might sound like. And this one is an excellent acrylic by Tree Elf. And that is what that E sounds like without being dead. Here it is with the piezo on the back of it. So it's got an excellent, whoa, that was unfortunate. So that's what that sounds like. And I think I showed you the lingting, but here's the lingting with the pickup. That is with the tremolo chain on it. And without the tremolo chain, so if you want volume, you don't have to rely on, you don't have to be stuck with just picking a hollow or an electric, otherwise a built-in internal pickup. A piezo element works just fine if you want to go that route. Then there are many different keys. There are 10 keys, 8 keys, 17 keys, 21 key. That's a 21 key over there. Really, I would recommend you starting off with maybe this one. This one is, it's a 17 key. This one is a B tone. The 17A is a C tone. C tone is probably good because a lot of things come in C. A lot of music comes in C. And so that's an easy, but I like the sound of the B tone, and the B tone can play everything. So like I said, you want to check to see if there are any dead tines. If there are no dead tines, then you are good to go. You want resonance all the way through, and you want something that sounds and feels good to you, because this, you can feel the vibrations going into your hands, and it's amazing. Now, typically you don't have to do anything to take care of the body of your kalimba. The wood is usually sealed or treated somehow. It's probably good. A lot of these have some kind of a varnish over it, so they're probably good. But the steel tines, some of them are prone to rusting, and some of them just look kind of icky. There's you can see some oxidization going on. So what I use for that is just any kind of metal polish. I happen to have this magnet aluminum polish, perfect for all metal, shines and protects. I'll take a little bit of that and scrub it on the tines until my tines are nice and shiny and looks good. And then it also leaves, it'll protect. So when you are trying to choose a kalimba, do not choose the kalimba according to what accessories it comes with. I have noticed that some of my best sounding kalimbas did not come with a case. Now, do you want a case? Absolutely you want a case, but spend your money on the better instrument, not on whether or not it comes with a case, because you can always purchase a case separately very easily. I think they're about $10, $12 for a case, and I would rather they put that $10, $12 into the instrument itself, you know. And typically, if you get a case, you get a case. This one comes with a pocket on the side. Typically, it'll come with something like this. I don't really use any of these. It comes with little thumb thingies, thumb protectors, silicone. You just slide that over your thumb. I don't use that. I don't find really any need. There's a lot of talk about how long your nails should be. This is how long my nails are, and I'm able to play it just fine. You can experiment how long or short to have it. If it is too short, if your thumbnail is too short, then yes, it can make your fleshy parts kind of sore. If it's too long, there's too much of a tang, tang, tang noise to it. So you experiment with that. The stickers come with the red or green, a little, and no lint, what is it called? Anti-lint cloth. I prefer using my thick microfiber cloth. It comes with a little manual, which is all fine and good, but you can find all of this stuff online as well. The one thing that you definitely need, and most will absolutely come with, is a tuning hammer. Okay, and most of them will absolutely come with it. Some cases will have a dedicated spot for the tuning hammer. Some cases do not. Sometimes the tuning hammer is over here. Sometimes there's a built-in little foam section, and it'll slide into the foam right in there. So you'll have to see what yours. You definitely need some kind of tuning hammer, or I'm sure you could. There's probably a little tooling around the house, a little hammer or something that would also work. Now, to tune your kalimba, that is very, very important. You always want to tune it before you start playing it. And it doesn't matter if your kalimba comes in tune or not, because it will get out of tune so easily. Every single day I'm playing my kalimba, and every single day at the start of the session I am tuning it first. Once you get it tuned, then it should just be one or two little taps here and there, some notes that just need a little tap, you know, here and there. It's not a big deal. This is the tuner that I have and use. It is super old, but it still works great. I've just recently gotten the hang of having the tuner on my phone, and the ones that I like for iOS is Instuner, which is very often recommended. Also, Tuner Lite is good, and Tuner Pitched. I like all of those. The tuner is very easy to use. This one, Instuner, when it is in tune, what I like about this one is that it shows you the note, and it also shows you the octave. So this is F4. And then it tells you flat would be on this side to the left, sharp is to the right, and it also gives you this little graph over here to tell you. It's responding to my voice right now. So apparently I'm a E3 flat. And to use it, it is very simple. All you need to do is, usually I have this on my lap, because if it is not able to hear it, you may need to touch it so that the vibrations can do it. All right, let me see if I can, how am I supposed to do this? Let's try this. I'll just hold one in each hand. So this should be a C4. Oops. There, C4, and it heard it. D4, F4, A4, C5, E5, G5, B5, B5 is a little flat, just a tad, just a snitch, just a snitch flat there. And you can hear it too. So if it is too flat, it means that it needs to go up. So you're going to hit the tine from the bottom up. If the note is too sharp, that means that the tone needs to go down, and you hit it from the top to make it go down. Okay, so this was B5. I'm going to turn this around so it's easier for me to tap, and I'm just going to give it one good tap. There we go. We got B5. So if it is not able to hear it, sometimes I will lay it on the phone like this. There's B5 and D6. D6 is a little sharp, so I need to go down. So I'm going to hit it from the top. And because it was just a smidge too sharp. So one little tap. Oh, that's too flat. I can hear that. But you see how that smidge, my smidge was not smidge enough. All right. Now we got to go back up. Still too flat, and I could hear that too. There we go. So there's D6, and it's in tune now. So at the very, very beginning, when you first get it out of the box, you may have to do big taps. Big taps. All of them need big taps. But then once it's in tune, it's only going to be a few little keys that's going to need a smidge here and there. Should I test the rest of them? No. Okay, we can move on. So that is how you tune. Let me just show you the tuner pitch. This one is a lot more sensitive. In fact, it's so sensitive that as I'm speaking, it is picking out all the different tones that I'm throwing out there. And it tells you the hertz over here, and it's really waving to show you just how much it is sharp and flat. So just an honorable mention on this one. I do like this one, but sometimes I don't want something so sensitive. I'm just like, you know, just give me something. Then the Instuner is great. So that's how you tune it. Tuning is very important because you also want to be training your ear on all of this. Now, the sharp part, the chisel part of this hammer, you can use this to adjust your tines. You can spread out the tines and you can make them more narrow. So that's the other thing that I do, is make sure that all of my tines are evenly spaced with the spacing that I want. If I want the spacing to be more, I'm just going to turn this tine out more and then make everything else follow along with it, with the spacing that I want, and that's going to give me a bigger spacing. So you can really adjust the spacing to whatever fits your fingers just right. And then I get a little bit, you see how these two are a little bit too close together? Yeah, those kinds of things start bothering me. So I really sit down and make sure that they are all, the spacing's all correct on it. Oh, stickers. All right. So your little notations. Your stickers can be in letters, and it can be in numbers, and it can be both. Some people like stickers because they're easy. These stickers in here, I'm looking at them right now, they're really nice because they are pre-cut. These stickers are pre-cut. Some of these types, they are not pre-cut, and then it is a mess. When you are going to be putting on your stickers, I would recommend using tweezers to grab the stickers because they are very, very little, and the more you are grabbing and sticking on it's going to lose its stickiness. Some people don't like them because there's residue and it's icky and it moves around and it can come off and all that. So I like to just write on mine with an ultra fine permanent marker, and this is nice and neat, and I can just remove this very, very easily with alcohol. Let's see. All right, so some of them come with some of them are laser etched and some of them are engraved. The laser etched are the nicest ones, but you might want a clean one that has nothing and you be able to put on whatever. Did I talk about the tines? Different shaped tines. If the tines say that they have a nice curved slope downwards like this is a lot more comfortable and a lot more, it's a softer feel and a lot nicer than if the tines are straight flat. This is flatter. It doesn't have as much of a curve at this last portion of it. It's not quite as comfortable, but still not too much of a big deal. All right, so we talked about tuning, the care, polishing up the tines with any kind of metal polish, keeping it in a cool, dry place, not a lot of humidity, and then how do you play it? Where are my... There are different types of musical notations and Kalimba tabs. And they're all pretty easy to learn. So here are some Kalimba tabs. Kalimba tabs look like this. Let's see, I'm sure I have one in color. There we go. Now you see how some of these have the red? That is what you would use your red or green stickers for. I don't do that. I just notate them with a little gem. And then at the bottom here, you will see all of these notes. This is your C major, and these are, each of these lines is basically representative of a tine. So there's your C, E, G, and that's right there, your C, E, G. So when it is showing these little dots, that is showing that you are playing that. You're going to be playing G, E, G, then a high C over here, then an A, C, and then back to a G over here. I'm following these notes right here. And if they have one that is two together, oh, they also show you online. Okay, so over here, you have C over here and a C. So this is C4 and C5 are played together like that. So this to me is a little bit hard to read, so I translate this. I will sit there, because when you have tons and tons of music, then it looks like this. Sometimes the music comes like this, and then it also comes with just the numbers or just the letters. And when there is a dot above it, that means that it is an octave above, and that is what you have it notated over here. There's the dot. So this is C4, and then this is C5. And then over here, C6, with two dots over it. Okay? So when I find something that I want to learn how to play, it might come like this, and then I will sit there and translate it to something like this. So this is a very basic melody for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, 1155665 4433221 554433 times 2. And then you add something a little bit more, make it sound a little bit better. Add some more notes to it, and then you can do this. And this is one of the one of the tabs that was in one of the books that I translated. So what that will sound like is, let's see, 1155665 4433221. All right, so that is 1. And then if you want to add some more stuff to it, then it might sound like this. Alright, so there you go. It's basically not much more than picking out one that you truly love, and I think that's the hardest part, especially if there isn't a shop that you can go to and play all the different ones to get a feel for which one you like. That's the hardest part, is to buy a musical instrument online, which is why I've been making all these different videos trying to, help out, let you hear some of them and letting you know off the bat if some of them have dead times or whatnot. But that's the hardest part. But once you get it, it's just a matter of figuring out the tablature or looking online. There's so many videos on YouTube. There are Facebook groups with people posting up covers all the time and showing you how to play different. I mean, there's people out there figuring out how to play all these different songs, and really happy to share. So it is a great community, and it is very doable for anybody to pick up, and kids, as well as an introduction to music. So absolutely recommended for you to try it out. These are also super affordable. They're anywhere from, a lot of these, I think my cheapest one was $18, and that is a very doable Columba. $18, $25. I think these start getting into the $25 to $35 range. This one, the Ling Ting, which is absolutely my recommendation, was $43, $45, somewhere around there. And then there are ones that go up into the hundreds of dollars. I would say $200 to $300. But even that is really, honestly, that is cheap for a quality musical instrument. And you definitely don't need something like that. This one at $43 is absolutely perfect. But any of these $20 ones would probably service you just fine, especially if you're just starting out and you're not too picky either. So very affordable, very easy to get into, and I think it's definitely worthwhile. So there you go. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.